Majo John Madden at the north end of Veracruz, of the downtown of Veracruz. Beautiful old government buildings here. A lot of this is government plaza. And the first time I was up here a couple months ago, this area, these areas, these plazas here were jumping with nightlife on a Saturday. There's a whole lot of construction going on there. But these are all government buildings. I'm jumping across here because I want to focus on something that's back on the other side of the street. Now, I was raised Catholic, and I've talked extensively about my sexual hang-ups. In some ways I've gotten past them, and in some ways not. Now, I have never in my entire life patronized a brothel or a prostitute. I've never even been aware of standing in front of a brothel. Big government buildings over there, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Over there. Now, I'm standing in front of a brothel right now. The New Illusions nightclub. Up here in this beautiful government area. Maybe not, certainly I bet not the only brothel in Veracruz, and maybe not the best, but the most heavily marketed. They put little flyers on your cars very frequently. I've gotten 4 of them in my 2 months here. And mostly the little flyers, they show a scantily clad dancing girl. They sure don't mention brothel. They mostly focus on drink specials and appetizer specials. And when you go to their Google page, they do have a Google page, that's what you mostly see. But if you dig into the reviews, they talk about the street and pretty girls and girls for all tastes. And then other people rant. One person said it's the most dangerous place in Veracruz nightlife. Stay away from it. Other people rant that they gouge you on your drinks. But other people say, no, nice girls, very sweet, good place. But I still, when I first got the flyer on my car, I asked one of the taxi drivers in front of the Hotel Mar and Tierra, because they're the ones who know about nightlife. I said, what's the deal with this place? And they said, well, you get a private box when you go in there. And I said, so it's great for watching the dancers and stuff? He says, the guy says, well, you get a girl in the private box. So if you're watching the dancers, you've got a real problem. So that sure sounded like it, but I never could get clear on it. And I stood in front of it that first night I was down here. But this traffic cop here, this lady, I was out here an hour ago. I've just spent time in a coffee shop. And I wrote in my Google Translator, is this place a brothel? Bordel, like bordello was the Spanish. And she nodded her head, yes. And I said, es película? Dangerous? And she said, no, it's not. And I said, es bueno? Is it good? And I kind of slapped her on the arm like I'm just teasing. And she just shrugged her shoulders. She said, más o menos. So I've been back and forth my whole 2 months here. It's been a long time since I've had sex. And I feel like I don't want to use women. And I know they're faking it. I know that if they act like they're having fun, it's a show. But, you know, it's their job. It's their job. And if I give them a good tip. But not this time around, because I'm leaving today. So I blinked. I got my check. I've got money in my pocket. They're closed now. They're 7 p.m. till 5 a.m. 7 days a week. But I will be back here for a few days before I take off for the Yucatan. And maybe I'll take it off. I don't know. The very fact that I resist it so much means it's really something I ought to do. I'm going to go over and ask her for more details. Okay.